was a stone in the middle of a road. Massive. Unmovable. Blocking the way forward. It had been there for years, and thousands of people had passed by it, cursing it, walking around it, complaining about it. But no one had touched it until one day, a young woman arrived, who didn't walk around the stone. She sat down beside it, and she smiled. Her name was Maya, and she had traveled far through forests that whispered and mountains that tested her strength. She carried little, a worn backpack, a journal, and a heart full of questions. She was searching for something purpose, meaning a place where she belonged. The old travelers in her village had told her to walk the great road, promising that at the end she would find the door of truth that would show her who she was meant to be. So they walked day after day, week after week. Her feet blistered, her body ached, but she kept moving until she reached the stone. It stood in the center of the road like a silent giant, tall as a house, wide as 3 carts, gray and cold and impossibly heavy. Maya stopped and stared, her heart sinking. Around her, other travelers sat in the grass. Defeated, an old man resting nearby explained that the stone had been there for years. Everyone had tried to move it, but it wouldn't budge. The cliffs rose on one side, the river flowed on the other. There was no way around. This stone had stolen their future. The road was blocked. The journey ended here. Maya looked at the others. Their faces were hollow, empty. They had given up, but something inside her refused to accept it. Perhaps they were looking at it wrong. That night, Maya sat by the stone and pressed her hand against its cold surface. She whispered a question to it. "Why are you here?" The stone didn't answer, but the wind did, carrying with it a voice. An old woman emerged from the shadows, her hair silver like moonlight, her eyes deep and knowing. She had been waiting, she said, waiting for someone to stop seeing this as an obstacle and start seeing it as an opportunity. Maya protested. The stone was blocking the road, stopping everyone from moving forward. But the old woman posed a different question. Was it stopping them, or was it revealing who people truly were? She continued with quiet wisdom. When people face obstacles, they give up, complain, or try to force their way through. They treat the obstacle as the enemy. But what if it's not? What if the obstacle is the teacher? The old woman walked around the stone, trailing her fingers along its surface. The stone had stopped thousands of people, not because it was strong, but because they were weak. Not in body, but in vision. They saw a wall. They didn't see a door. When Maya insisted it was a wall, the old woman simply replied, "Only if you believe it is." She knelt and picked up a small pebble, asking what the stone was made of. Rock, hard earth. The same earth beneath their feet. The same earth that builds homes and creates paths and holds rivers. Brook wasn't Maya's enemy, it was raw potential. The question wasn't why the stone was there. The question was, what would she do with it? Maya wondered if she should move it, but the old woman offered something more profound. Transform it. Change how you see it. Obstacles aren't meant to stop you, they're meant to shape you. The stone isn't blocking your path, it is your path. Every great journey has a moment like this, the old woman explained. A place where the road ends, and you must choose. Will you turn back? Will you sit down and blame the world? Or will you ask what this is teaching you? This stone was here to show Maya something about herself, something she needed to learn before she could continue. That she was stronger than she thought, more creative than she believed, and that obstacles don't define your journey. Your response to them does. Maya spent the next 3 days with the stone. She didn't try to move it or break it. She studied it, touched every surface, noticed the cracks, the rough edges, the flat size. Slowly, an idea formed. On the 4th morning, she began to work. She gathered tools from the travelers who had studied a chisel, a hammer, rope, and patience. And she started carving. People watched, confused, then skeptical. When she explained she was building a door, they laughed. You can't carve a door into solid rock. But Maya kept working. hour after hour, day after day. She carved steps into the base of the stone. She chiseled handholds into the sides. She smoothed a path over the top. What was once an obstacle became a structure. What was once impossible became a passage. Weeks passed. Blisters turned to calluses. Doubt turned to determination. And then, one morning, it was finished. A staircase wound up and over the stone smooth. Sturdy, safe. Maya stood at the bottom, exhausted but glowing, looking up at what she had created. The stone hadn't moved, but everything had changed. The other travelers gathered and stared in disbelief. When someone whispered that she had done it, Maya shook her head. They had done it to every person who stayed, who believed something was possible. They had turned the obstacle into the path. One by one, they climbed. Old and young, tired and hopeful. And on the other side, the road continued, open and waiting. The old woman appeared once more at the top of the stone, looking at Maya with pride. Maya understood now. The stone was never the problem her perspective was, and more than that, she had learned the greatest truth of all. The obstacle is not in your way. It is the way. Maya continued her journey, but she was different now. Every time she faced something hard, something that blocked her path, she didn't panic or run. She stopped. She observed, and she asked, "What is this trying to teach me? What can I build from this? How can I turn this wall into a door?" And every time, she found a way, because she learned what most people never do. Obstacles aren't punishments. They're invitations. Invitations to grow, to adapt, to become more than you were. Right now, you might be staring at a stone, a job that didn't work out, a relationship that ended, a dream that feels impossible, a failure that haunts you, a fear that paralyzes you. Maybe you've been sitting beside it, angry, tired, ready to give up. But that stone is not your enemy. It's your teacher, your training ground, your transformation. Every person you admire has faced their stone. Every success story you've heard started with an obstacle that seemed impossible. But the difference between those who succeed and those who do UNT is on talent or luck. It has perspective. Winners don't see obstacles as stop signs. They see them as raw material. They ask, what can I learn? What can I build? How can I use this? When life gives you a stone in the road, you have three choices. You can turn back, run away, give up. You can sit beside it, complain, wait for someone else to move it. Or you can do what Maya did. You can carve it into a staircase. The obstacle isn't blocking your path, it's revealing your path. The struggle isn't wasting your time, it's building your character. The stone isn't your limitation, it's your opportunity. Because the people who change the world aren't the ones who avoid obstacles. They're the ones who turn obstacles into doors. So stop waiting for the road to clear. Stop wishing things were easier. Stop blaming the stone. Pick up your tools. Study the problem. Find the cracks. Build the steps. And one day sooner than you think you will, stand on top of what once held you back and realize that stone didn't stop you. It lifted you higher. That obstacle didn't end your story. It made your story worth telling, and you didn't avoid the challenge. You became someone strong enough to face it. The obstacle is not in your way, it is the way. Turn your walls into doors.